Welcome to today's math lesson on triangle sums and including interior and exterior triangle angles. Our do now reads the coordinates of the vertices of the right triangle shown are A, -1, 0, B, 2, 7, and C, 2, 0. We have to find what is the approximate length of the line segment AB. So as you can see, the triangle is already drawn for us and it's a right triangle. So we're going to go ahead and label our sides A, B, and C. And we're going to have to use the Pythagorean Theorem, which is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared to solve the problem. So our height of our right triangle is always going to be our A. Our base is always going to be our B. And so that means in this case, we're looking for our C, which is our hypotenuse. So we have A, B, and C labeled, and now we're going to have to figure out how many units or what is the length of A and B. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So A is 7 units. B is 1, 2, 3. So now that I've found out what the lengths of A and B are, I can go ahead and plug it into the Pythagorean Theorem equation. So A is 7, so we have 7 squared, plus B is 3, so we have B squared, is equal to C squared. 7 squared is 7 times 7, which is 49. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. And then we have to add together 49 plus 9. 49 plus 9 is 58. And now we know that C squared is equal to 58, but we want to just find the length of C. So what we have to do is we have to square root 58, and then we're also square rooting C squared. So that simplifies to C is equal to, if we round it to 2 decimal places, it'll be 7.62. Our TEK for today is 8.8D. Our lesson target is that scholars will establish facts about angle sum and exterior angles of triangles for similarity of triangles. Our DOL is given 4 problems. Scholars will establish facts about angle sum and exterior angles of triangles for similarity of triangles with 100% accuracy. And we have some academic vocabulary to review that we went over yesterday: adjacent angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles, exterior angles, triangle sum theorem, and triangle exterior angle theorem. So as you can see from this picture, this visual, it says that the sum of the 3 interior angles in a triangle is always 180 degrees. So our keywords are sum and interior. So we know that sum is the answer when you add numbers together, and interior from yesterday means inside, right? So if we add together all the inside angles of a triangle, it should equal 180. Kind of like how supplementary angles, which are 2 angles that together make a straight line, also add up to equal 180. Complementary angles are 2 angles that add up to be 90 degrees. Adjacent angles are these 2 angles right here where they share a common side and a vertex. Exterior angles, exterior means outside, so it's the outside angle. So in this case, it would be this green angle out here, and then this like military green angle over here. A and C would be exterior angles. And then again, this is the triangle sum theorem. So this first I do has 3 problems. We have to find the missing value of x on each triangle and then explain. And so we're given 3 pictures. And so just to start off, the sum of all the internal or interior angles in a triangle equals, the answer is 180 degrees. And so if we know that and we're given 2 angle measurements, what we have to do is we have to subtract these angle measurements from 180 degrees. So we basically have 180 minus 20 minus 101 is equal to x. And when we subtract, we get 59 degrees. So our answer to our first problem is 59 degrees. Now for our next triangle, you can see that we're given one angle measurement of 35 degrees, and then we have two angle measurements that are x. So we can see that this is an isosceles triangle, which means that two angles or two side lengths are the same. And so to solve this problem, we're going to write an equation. We know that 35 plus x is equal to 180. Now we have to combine the like terms. X plus x, one x plus another x is equal to two x's. So now we have 35 plus 2x is equal to 180. And now we have a two-step equation. So first we have to move the 35 to the other side. To move the 35 to the other side, we need to subtract 35. (35 minus 35 is 0. So then we're left with 2x is equal to, we have 180 minus 35, which is 145. Now we have to get the 2 to the other side. So to do that, we have to do the opposite operation. We have 2 times x. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So we're going to go ahead and divide 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we have x is equal to, then we have 145 divided by 2, and that is going to be 72.5 degrees. So that means that each x represents 72.5. And so just to double check our answer, we can do 72.5 plus 72.5 plus 35, and that equals 180. And then for our last example for this first I do, we have a right angle right here. And we know that right angles are always 90 degrees. And so to solve this problem, we can just do 180 minus 35 minus 90 and that gives us 55 degrees. Next, we have a we do problem, and then our next I do problem. So this I do reads, find the missing exterior, so outside angles on each vertices of the triangle. So as you can see, they're labeled in this picture right here with question marks. In a triangle, an exterior angle equals the blank of two remote blank. The missing words are sum and interior angles. So basically, to solve this problem, we know that a straight line is 180 degrees. And if we know what the interior angle is, which is 90 degrees, we're going to subtract 180 minus 90, which gives us 90 for this first exterior angle. So that means this first exterior angle is 90 degrees. Then for the second exterior angle, we're also going to subtract 180. And our interior angle is 30, so we're going to do 180 minus 30, which gives us 150 degrees. So the second exterior angle is 150 degrees. And then for this last exterior angle, we're also going to subtract 180 minus the interior angle, which is 60. So 180 minus 60 is 120. So the last exterior angle is 120. So as you can see, the exterior angle and the interior angle make a straight line. So that's where we got the 180. And so to find that missing exterior angle, we just subtracted 180 minus the interior angle. Then we have some we do problems and then some you do problems. And lastly, you have to do your Google Form DOL, which is 4 questions. Thank you so much for following along in today's math lesson, and see you in the next math video.